Are you poor or living paycheck to paycheck? Mary, mother of Jesus, and Joseph could identify with you. So listen up. I found a profound connect the dots moment in my study of this scripture from Luke 1:22 through 23. It says that Mary and Joseph gave 2 doves as a sacrificial offering to the Lord. This was in accordance to Levitical law, but the law first stipulated the lamb and dove be given for the offering of purification. Leviticus 12:6 says that for her purification, the new mother shall bring to the priest a lamb of the first year as a burnt offering and a young pigeon or a turtle dove as a sin offering. This would require some monetary means because a lamb was not cheap. But then the law does something incredible. It shows this deep, radical compassion. Just 2 verses later in Leviticus 12:8, God makes a special provision. The text reads, "But if she cannot afford a lamb, she shall take 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, one for a burnt offering and the other for a sin offering, a merciful exception for the poor." So keeping that in mind, this brings me to my connect the dots moment. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on this. If the offering of the dove signified that Jesus was born into a family that required the merciful exception of the law because they were poor, how does this change our understanding of his later cleansing of the temple in John 2:13-16, Matthew 21, Mark 11, and Luke 19? Remember, in those famous scenes, Jesus drives out those selling sacrificial animals, including doves. If the sellers of the doves were overcharging worshipers, and Jesus grew up in a family that relied on the affordability of those birds to remain right with God, his anger might not just be about business in a holy place, but about a system that had potentially turned a merciful exception for the poor into a predatory market. Do you think his childhood experience of poverty gave him a specific insider's indignation toward how the religious economy treated the marginalized? So does this revelation give us a new view on how we should treat the poor and less fortunate in our world?